Happy Hump Day, my friends, and welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World. And it may be hard to believe, but the NFL draft is tomorrow night, where a lot of names are going to be called, and a lot of people are going to have their lifelong dream be fulfilled tomorrow as their name is called. No matter what round in the NFL draft that name is called, it is still a major accomplishment. So kudos to everyone who will have their name called over this weekend. I'm, of course, your host, David On Point Huppin. This is going to be our NFL Mock Draft 2.0 and our final NFL Mock Draft before the NFL draft starts tomorrow night. I'm David On Point Huppin right there. My co-host, Mr. Matthew James. You probably know him best from our college football showdown shows. If you watch any of that content with Izzy. But today he's going to help me break down some NFL mock draft stuff. As this is NFL Drop Mock Draft 2.0. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. And also, if you're not already subscribed to the Daily Blitz blog, Christian Simpson, our good friend and contributor here at Prime Sports World, does regularly drop new mock drafts. So I don't know which one he's on now, but go check out Christian stuff over there at Daily Blitz blog. But happy Wednesday, Matt, or actually Thursday morning here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Oh, shit, we got TJ in the house. What's up, brother?
Well, there we go.
Welcome into the show, my friend TJ. How are you guys all doing? Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, NFL Draft Eve, day, whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, it's a fun time of the year. I mean, it is the NFL Draft. So, as you said, a lot of, excitement around it. A lot of new players.
Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's get right into the mock draft. Let's try to make this show a little bit quicker than our normal mock draft for over an hour long, because I just don't have that kind of time. We got about 45 minutes. So let's start with the Tennessee Titans. And I think this is probably the worst kept secret in all of football. Cam Ward is going to be a Titan. Does anybody have anything else?
No, I mean, they need a quarterback, and Cam Ward's the best out there for them. So, Cam Ward.
TJ.
I mean, we could go a different direction, but they're not going to waste another season on Will Levis. And they just signed, Tyler Lockett, literally like 20 minutes ago. So, yeah.
Man, I got to be honest with you. I kind of borderline forgot about Tyler Lockett. Because I kind of thought he signed already. I kind of didn't realize that we were so far into the process. He just signed. But yeah, Cam Ward's going to be a Titan. That's one of the worst kept secrets in all the NFL. Let's talk about where things can actually get interesting. Cleveland Browns, Matt James.
I'm going to keep it simple here. I mean, pretty sure we're not doing too many trades in this, but I'm going Travis Hunter. They need a playmaker. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said he's going to stick with defense, right? I mean, they need wide receiver and defensive backs. So either way he goes, they need it. So
Travis Hunter is
the best player they can get.
He said, "Do not draft me if you're not going to let me play both ways." I think the Cleveland Browns.
So either way, he's the best for them.
Because they need a wide receiver and a corner at this point. Travis Hunter is the pick that I have for the Cleveland Browns. I have them waiting on quarterback in this particular mock draft. TJ.
You got them. What'd you say, David? You have them what?
Taking Travis Hunter. I have them going quarterback later. I do have a couple trades. I do have 2 trades in this mock draft.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna go Abdul Carter here at 2.
Nice. Carter's the beast.
Oh, sorry. Huh? Sorry, there's some audio playing here. Okay. From there, let's do the New York Football Giants are on the clock at the number 3 overall pick. And TJ, what do you got the Giants doing?
I think this is where Travis. No, fuck that. I think Shedeur Sanders goes here. I don't. This bullshit that's going on with Shedeur Sanders, it's fucking sickening. The dude ain't played a football game since December. Now all of a sudden his arm strength is a problem. He's cocky. He's this. He's that. It's like y'all had all this fucking time to evaluate him, and not y'all wait till now.
Yeah,
To eviscerate the dude. Y'all clown him for getting his jersey retired. Hey, just so y'all know, every passing record in Colorado history, he's on there. And he was there for 2 fucking years. So imagine if he was there the entire time. He would obliterate the history books at Colorado.
Shedeur Sanders has a skill that is difficult to teach. He's the most accurate passer of the football in this draft, period. And whatever you want to say about all the others, I mean, his arm strength is not quite, but he's not. He doesn't have a bad arm strength. He can make all the NFL throws. I mean, he's not going to be throwing at 90-yard bombs, but how often are anybody doing that in the NFL? I mean, this arm strength conversation is pretty ridiculous most of the time.
It's weak.
Because arm strength, I mean, as long as you could throw a football 30 yards in the air, you could make every NFL throw, or 40 yards. I mean, none of these kids in this draft class, none of them can't make that throw. I'm not having the Giants take a quarterback, though. I'm going to have them trade back into the first round later. But it's just a little bit of a spoiler there. I'm going to have them take Abdul Carter. I think and they could potentially look to move Kayvon Thibodeau or just pair two of those guys together. But you got to build the Giants up into the trenches. And with the GM and the head coach both being on the hot seat in New York, I just don't think that's a good situation to put any quarterback in, let alone Shedeur Sanders. Matt James.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think Thibodeau's on the move, though they're not going to pair him. They'll try to get more draft picks with it. I have them taking Abdul Carter. I mean, the guy is a monster. So he's probably the best guy on the line in the defensive side outside of Mason Graham. So I mean, they need a difference maker on the defensive side, and he could be that guy.
I have the Giants taking Abdul Carter as well. Okay. To the New England Patriots, who are now on the clock, and I have them also addressing their trenches. I got them taking the best offensive tackle in this particular draft, Will Campbell. You got to be able to track Drake May if you want to continue to if you want to have a successful season next season under the new head coach. Will Campbell is a Patriot in my mock draft. TJ.
I can't do this and have Travis Hunter slide past the top 4. So Travis Hunter here. It's also like a Will wrong name, Mike Vrabel. Like he would just I feel like he would allow Hunter to do what he wants to do. Obviously, like we're not gonna he played over 150 snaps a game at Colorado. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but not by much.
Maybe not.
So like obviously he ain't finna do it to that extent in the NFL, right? Because like imagine so like just in their division, right? Let's just keep it in a division. You mean to tell me that like you playing the Jets, you mean to tell me for one series you're gonna line up against Garrett Wilson, and then the next play you're gonna be lined up across Sauce Gardner, and you're gonna expect to have somewhat like some of the same success? Like, no, bro. Like you take that 150 snaps and probably divide that shit by at least half, maybe more. But yeah, Travis Hunter to the Patriots.
Matt James.
Nice. I mean, I like that. This would be my first trade if we're doing trades. I mean, call me a homer. The Bears trade up with the Patriots.
If you say what you about to say, you might as well leave right now.
I want Mason Graham.
Why?
I think
the best guy. He's the next best guy out of in this draft since Hutchinson.
Well, the other thing is, like, a lot of people have Mason Graham mocked to the Jaguars. So in order for you to get Mason Graham, you have to be drafting ahead.
Jaguars, Raiders, so you have to trade up to get him. But I'm going to stick out of the trades right now, and I'm going Will Campbell and have them, continue to build their offensive line.
To the 5th pick, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. Matt James, who got the Jaguars second in this mock draft?
I'm gonna have them taking Mason Graham. Build the defensive trenches, and I mean they need people there. So he's the best guy outside of Abdul Carter.
And he'd be a good mix with Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker. TJ.
Trevor Lawrence is the last hope for that. What is it, 2020? 2020 quarterback class. Trevor Lawrence spent a lot of time hurt this past season. Now, a lot of that was of his own accord. Dude, get down when they say get down. That being said, Cam Robinson is no longer on this team. So, Will Campbell is going to be calling Jacksonville home because an upright Trevor Lawrence is the best Trevor Lawrence. So, yeah, you got to protect him.
Yeah, Will Campbell's already gone, who's the best offensive tackle in my estimation. I'm going to have them get another offensive weapon, but I'm not going wide receiver, even though they do need one. I'm going Tyler Warren. I know you might be I was going to say Austin Gentry, but no, I'm going to go Tyler Warren.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Evan Ingram's down in Los Angeles,
Warren,
I think, or in Denver. So Tyler Warren is one of the better tight end prospects we've had since like Brock Bowers and whatever. But Tyler Warren, I think, is the prototypical size. He can block. He makes their offensive line better. He makes Trevor Lawrence better. Tyler Warren, Jacksonville Jaguar at 5. Sorry. Then at 6, we got the Las Vegas Raiders on the clock going into the Death Star, into the house that John Cena broke my heart in. And I have them taking Aston Gentry, the Raiders. And I know TJ clowned me a little bit because he had this in his last mock, I do believe, and I clowned him a little bit for that. But I think, TJ, you're onto something there. Pete Carroll loves his dominant running back. There's nobody on the roster of the Raiders that I really believe in. Give me Austin Gentry for the Raiders. And TJ, no comment about the John Cena stuff.
First, when he said you get nothing and you like it, hey, fuck that, John. Stand on your business. Loving Hill Cena on his final run. Anyway, I think the last time we did this, yes, I had Ashton Gentry going to the Raiders. I think this is where shit get muddy for everybody else. Truth be told, it's gonna get muddy after the Giants. Because imagine if the Giants don't take Shador at 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But the way this shit's shaping up, if you're the Raiders, while Ashton Gentry is there for you on all of our boards so far, you still chasing that man in Kansas City. You got to do something to keep him off the field. And while Gentry keeps him off the field, Mason Graham takes him off the field too. Mason Graham pair him with Christian Wilkins. That's the stuff of nightmares.
With Max Crosby too.
Max Crosby too.
And the kid they drafted 2 years ago, the other edge rusher who hasn't really been all that good in the pros. But I mean, you have the starting of a really dominant foursome there in the front line.
Mm-hmm.
Matt James.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, but I think Tom Brady's going to have a role in this. And, Tom Brady was protected pretty well in New England and Tampa. I think they're going to take Membo from Missouri, the offensive tackle, to protect that line.
That's high for him. 6. I mean, like,
it is, but
it is. But I also don't think the Raiders' offensive line is their biggest need at all. But I have him going one pick later. It's not that high. Like he's He's as good an offensive line prospect as Will Campbell. And just switch to the Jets on the clock. Yeah, I have them taking the kid out of Missouri, the offensive tackle, because you want to have a really dominant offensive line if you're going to build this in the running game. I mean, Justin Fields is a good running quarterback. I think that's going to be one of the things you lean on. You want to have a good offensive line, protect Justin Fields if he's going to be part of your future. You have a good running game. You have some wide receivers. I got Miembo, I think that's how it's pronounced. The kid going to the 7. Yeah, so I don't think 6 is too high for him. He's an elite talent in this draft. TJ.
Tyler Warren makes a hell of a lot of sense right here. So I think I had Tyler Warren going here last time, but no, who did I have? Was it Tyler Warren? I think I either had Tyler Warren or them going offensive line here. Because the Jets' offensive line ain't worth a damn. Like let's be real.
Well, the kid they drafted last year, whose name is totally escaping, Fosciano, is that it? Yeah. No, that's
Fosciano. Yeah,
he was good for them last season, and
at the same time,
he'll literally ever stay healthy. And then the kid they took out of Wisconsin to play center for them from Fort Wayne. Represent, baby. He's good. He's really. That's just not being a homer. Like he's a pretty damn good football player, and so they have the starting of a really solid offensive line. And if they can get the right side right, that's a home run.
Yeah. If was a fifth. I mean, like at the same time, it's like is it Joe? Joe Tipman.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's Elijah Vera Tucker can't stay healthy. Olu Fashanu, like he's your left tackle, and Elijah Vera Tucker is a guard. Like it's
you got Banks and Fashanu, or
Banks.
I mean, like if you go Kelvin Banks,
that's who I'm saying. Not to spoil it early, but them banking on both ends, that could be solid for a while.
Absolutely.
So not to spoil my pick, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, you were on the clock anyways, because TJ, you Tyler Warren, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
To the Carolina Panthers, and
I had Tyler Warren going here, and I think I had O-line going to the Jets, but it's good. But Tyler Warren is going because if I'm the Jets, I'm not, and Tyler Warren's there. Yeah, I'm
you take him.
Yeah, Panthers, Matt James. Yeah. We got
Tyler Warren's.
Draft 2.0.
I got Jalen Walker. Get that, the linebacker crew needs to get going again. So he's the best available or best out there right now for a long shot. I mean, this is deep draft, but I mean, linebackers
also
not as deep, but Jalen Walker is, plug him in and he'll be your guy. So
Tyler Warren will come in and be a day one starter, but he's gone in this one. I go if I'm the Chargers, if I'm the Panthers, Ted McMillan makes a lot of sense.
It makes so much sense that's where I'm going with my pick too. They need to get more weapons on the outside with Bryce Young to give him a little legitimate shot. I mean, you could potentially talk yourself into doing like Colston Loveland potentially here. But that just feels stupid rich. But he's good, but he's not 8th overall good. I got them taking Ted McMillan. I think the hate on him has been absurd because I've seen him all over when it comes to mock drafts.
No, but it's certain things you don't say.
Yeah.
Like you don't say you don't watch film. Like, are you trying to self-sabotage yourself?
100%.
Like you don't say that.
From the Carolina Panthers, sticking to the NFC South, let's talk about the dysfunction that is the New Orleans Saints. And I have them dressing that offensive line, given that Ryan Ramczyk retired last week or this week. I got them taking Kelvin Banks Jr., who's probably either a guard or an offensive line or an offensive tackle in the NFL. But I still think he's a really good football player, and that's who I have the Saints going with. I wouldn't be shocked at all if this is a Shedeur Sanders landing spot either, given the Derek Carr news. That's not what I'm going to predict in this mock. I'm going to go Kelvin Banks Jr. going to the Saints. Matt James.
I mean, I was between Ted McMurray or whatever, the kid from U of A, and Shedeur.
Ted McMillan.
Ted McMillan and Shedeur on this pick. I mean, I still have Shedeur on my board right now, so
it makes sense.
I'm going to take Ted McMillan for them because they need a playmaker, and he has, great hands, good size, raw running ability. He has
6'5".
it. So
6'5". So.
Yeah, he's got the size that they need. So.
Kelvin Banks makes a lot of sense here. But
okay.
No, because Ramchek's retirement and David and I we ain't predicted, but we kind of said you have to do something because he's been beat to hell.
Anyways,
even
if he did retire, I mean, he didn't play at all last season, and so I don't know how much faith you can have on him moving forward into the future. So even if he did retire, I mean, obviously.
I mean, if you're Shedeur Sanders and you're still on the board, if I'm Shedeur, you kind of welcome three places. You would love to go to Vegas because your mentor's there. Tom Brady's there. You'd love to go to New Orleans for the simple fact that even if you don't start the whole season, you still get to pick the brain of Boy Wonder, as David calls him, because his real name name is no. I know his real name, but it's his real name is no. Boy Wonder sounds better. And if you're Shedeur Sanders, you pray for the rest of the league if you fall to Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin gets his hands on you. Can you imagine going from being coached by your dad, who is your fucking dad, who's Deion fucking Sanders, to Mike Tomlin?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Pick number 10. Chicago Bears are on the clock. Matt James, Bears. Hit me with it.
As I said, I had them trading up, but if we're sticking straight, GNT is still there. So you got to take him.
I'm boistering up in the trenches. I'm taking Mason Graham. By far the best player on most people's board at this point in the draft.
That's who I want. But
Mason Graham falling to 10 at the Chicago Bears. I don't think this happens in real life, but I can hope for it. TJ.
I hope so.
If Ashton Genty is on the board at 10,
we're getting pitchforks and everything going up to
me personally.
If we don't take them, you got it.
I'm being 100% serious. I really don't think that pick will be as welcoming as people make it out to be.
No, I think people would hate it.
I think
people would hate it.
And it's nothing against Genty. I'm so serious. This mock draft I read earlier had Colston Loveland going to the Bears. I'm at 10.
That makes zero sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's they're trying to create Detroit here. It's the two tight end set with Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. It's just that's why I think the Bears are in a very tough spot.
That's the thing, what do they,
Ryan Poles is either going to be they're going to either going to resurrect a statue of him, or he's going to be the second coming of Hitler, depending on how he handles this 10th overall pick. It's a mess. I'm so serious. Me personally, for the longest I had them going left tackle. do you read the numbers? Like, do you know who gave up the least amount of sacks on the team last season?
Tevin Jenkins, maybe. I don't.
Braxton Jones.
Braxton.
Braxton only gave up 5 sacks.
5.
Well,
That's still laughable. I mean,
when the interior
good
is
Lord.
kind of, the interior
Braxton
Yeah.
Jones
when the
gave
interior
up
of your
5,
offensive line is kind of a turnstile.
Yeah.
You know,
Braxton Jones only
The
gave
interior
up 5.
was that bad.
Darnell Wright
Braxton
gave
was
up
their best.
6. So you're looking at it like, hey, if you go
So your
4,
tackles are fine.
your tackles are fine. Like if
Yeah.
you're Ben
and one of
Johnson,
the
And,
reasons why, I mean,
and those are bad, but at the same time, your interior was so god awful, horrible. And I'm trying to be clean here. Holy shit. It was bad.
You look at the running back room. You're fine with DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
And
You got Roshan. And you got running backs, second, third, fourth round that are solid for that.
Solid. If you really want to go the running back direction.
I mean, I'd take Tyler Warren too.
If he's there.
Yeah.
I would be shocked.
I mean, this pick, if those two are there, it said, David said Mason Graham, and I was trading up for Mason Graham.
Well, that's the thing. So it's like Say the Bear, Stampact, and Genty, Warren, Graham, and Campbell are there at 10. What direction do you go?
Mason Graham. He's the best football player of those. Period.
Yeah, you don't go Campbell.
Mason Graham.
You
is
go
the
Graham.
best player of those guys.
Percent.
But TJ, you're the GM. Who are you taking?
I have no idea. I
made the trade up, but if everything falls back, I mean, everyone wants GNT, but I mean, I'm cool with the 2 tight end.
No, I get.
But as long as they incorporate Komet more,
I go the edge.
Number 1.
I go the edge out of Georgia. I look at it like healthy Javon Dexter is a game wrecker. We need someone across from Sweat. So give me Mikhail, give me what's his name?
Mikhail Williams.
Jelon Walker. Oh, there's
two. Williams. I love that.
They have 2 edge rushers in this draft. They have Jelon Walker.
Yes.
And they have Mikhail Williams.
I like that.
They're both linebackers. They're both.
That's a name that everybody's gonna be like, wait, what? But he's gonna come in. Mikhail Sweat.
Jalen Walker is probably.
He's got mentors
than Mikhail Williams, but it's close. So, all right. Outside the top 10 now, let's just give the teams and a player. Let's start with the 49ers. I got the San Francisco 49ers taking Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle out of Ohio State. TJ.
I think they go Luther Borden, the receiver out of Missouri.
Matt James.
Mikhail Williams. I mean, you got to rebuild around Nick Bosa. Get the guy on the other side, as DJ said. Yeah.
To the Dallas Cowboys at pick number 12, Matt James.
Matthew Golden.
I like
wide
that.
receiver, Texas.
TJ.
Hometown.
No, I like that. They haven't had a number 2 guy out across from CD in a while, so that's what they're missing.
I'm going Will Johnson, corner out of Michigan. I know about the medical red flags, but he is the best corner in this draft, and the Cowboys still need another corner. So that's where I'm going to go with this. Miami Dolphins, my turn. I'm going corner at this pick as well. I'm going Jahade Barron. I apologize if I mispronounced that first name, but he is a stout corner, and I do not expect Jalen Ramsey to be on this football team. TJ.
Mimbo's still on my board here, and it makes a hand and glove type sense because, Mimbo. I'm on Mimbo.
Tyler Warren. He's still on mine. So, yeah.
To the AFC South and the Indianapolis Colts, Matt James. Hit me with it.
The Colts. Give me Ray Zabel. They need help along the line, and he's solid. And I wish he would drop to the second, but I don't think he will for the Bears.
TJ?
Here's the Colts. What do you need? Jackson Dart. No, I'm playing.
I am not even playing. When I was doing when I was doing this mock draft, the fact that Sador Sanders is still on my board, I almost put him here at 14.
that would be.
Oh shit! I still have Shador.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Not for me. He's still on mine. I gave Tet to New Orleans.
The Colts. What do the Colts need besides a prayer?
Well, if they need a tight end, so I'm gonna have him taking Colston Loveland, tight end out of Michigan. I think he's way better, leaps and bounds better than all the other random tight ends they have on their roster right now, including the guy that Izzy seems to love. His name is escaping me, but it's not relevant. Colston Loveland to the Colts. Was it grandson? Yeah, whatever. Mo Ellie Cox. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Packer fans like second and third generation.
Yeah. Colston Loveland might fly up a lot of boards. It may even be called a quote unquote like a flyer, kind of, because I mean I had him late first. I think I had last time we did this day. I think I had him going to the Chargers because that just made so much sense because he's still on the board. Well, I guess it also depends on like what they see at the pro day and what they saw at his pro day and all that other good stuff. So he might climb up. It does make sense. Give a good safety net to Daniel Jones or Anthony. No.
From the Colts at number 15, we got the Atlanta Falcons. TJ, what do you got the Atlanta Falcons taking?
Oh, I think they shock some people.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking another quarterback.
No, I think they go Walter Nolan. Out of Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I mean, Grady Jarrett's gone. Like you let him walk. So
yeah.
They have their pick staying in the state of Georgia. I got them taking Jalen Walker, the edge rusher out of Georgia.
Oh yeah,
Matt James.
Yeah, he drafted in yours. I have Mike Green for Marshall. They need desperate help on that defensive side. Yeah.
From one bird to another, this time we got the Arizona Cardinals on the clock. Matt James.
Yet again, they're going to try to help their offensive line out and go with Tyler Booker from Alabama.
Interior offensive line. I'm having them taking Walter Nolan, defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. TJ.
Who are their receivers?
I mean,
they got Marvin.
Maserati Marv, and then a lot of nothing.
The tight end.
Oh, yeah, Trey McBride.
That's
McBride solid. But outside of that, they don't have shit.
I said receivers.
Man, Trey McBride's better than solid, dude. Let's not be disrespectful here.
Yeah, he's been like the number 2 receiver for them.
I think he climbs up some because Matthew Golden's gone. I put Matthew Golden in Dallas. Egbuka from Ohio State goes to Arizona.
To the Cincinnati Bengals. And I have them addressing edge rusher. I know Trey Hendrickson's still there. He could still get traded sometime tomorrow or over this weekend. But I'm going to have them taking Mikael Williams, the other edge rusher out of Georgia, going to Cincinnati.
Nice.
TJ.
Defense.
We don't care what the player is, as long as he plays on the defensive side of the ball. Matt James.
No, I agree with them. Like,
defense.
I mean, holy shit. What's his name? Oh goodness, the corner out of Michigan.
Oh, Will Johnson.
Yeah, Will Johnson.
Defense, like if you score 35 a game and you lose,
yeah, that's bad. Like you
to
need
the
all the defense to help
Seattle
the lead.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, they lost DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett so far this offseason. Matt James, what do you got the Seahawks doing?
Going between Burden and Buka. They need wide receiver help, obviously. I'm going Luther Burden the third.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to have to take a Luther Burden the third, too. Yeah, so, it just think. I mean, he was really good his first season in Missouri. And then, the team and the quarterback play got worse around him. I still think he's a first-round pick. Luther Burden the third. TJ.
This mock draft has trades. I don't like that. Why? So every receiver with a first round grade is gone. I think Burden's gone, McMillan's gone, Golden's gone. Don't want to reach on someone at Buka's gone. You don't want to have to reach on someone. If you're and you just, which sucks because you literally just got what's his name to sign on that bag, Sam Darnold. So Sam Darnold has no one to throw to, but who? JSN.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Noah Font. I think he's still there, for better or for worse.
Like, shit, man, that's tough. That's tough. Colston Loveland would make a lot of sense here.
If he was still here on my board. But yeah, he
Yeah,
does make a lot of sense.
They need a playmaker
Yeah, Colston Loveland
of any sorts.
From there, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now on the clock. TJ, you got the floor.
Was Tampa Bay?
Correct.
Okay, Peter Schrager, I love you, but Ted McMillan is not on the board at 19, bro.
No way.
Not happening. I think they go Jalen Walker. I think they go edge.
Matt James.
I'm gonna go Ja'Day Barron corner.
I'm having them go edge rusher. I know they just brought in Hassan Reddick, but I'm going to go Mike Green, the kid out of Marshall. And he'll be the highest person drafted out of Marshall outside of Randy Moss in the history of the NFL draft.
Nice. All right.
You're muted. Can't hear you. I don't know what happened.
You there, bro?
Yeah, he's there. He's figuring out his mic.
Yeah.
He's giving him a mic. Having some technical difficulties.
Oh. The mighty Huff. Oh, hey.
Now he's really muted. I don't know what happened to his mic. But Matt, who do you have the Denver Broncos taking at 20?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
There we go.
It's gonna be like
Go ahead, Matt James.
There he is. Denver. Who's their tight end?
They just brought in Evan Ingram.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Give me Mika Egbuka. I know that's a little bit of reach, but
no.
Give
No.
What's his name? Oregon. Who's their quarterback?
Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix on. Oh, Bo. Yeah. Give Bo another target.
I'm also
Buka's got good hands and raw skills, you'll like him.
I'm also having them getting another target. I got them taking Matthew Golden, who's conveniently still on my board at 20. Matthew Golden becomes a Denver Bronco. TJ.
That running back out of Carolina.
Marion
Hampton, yeah.
Yeah, he's solid.
From there, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. And I know everybody, because he's still on my board, everybody's going to be like, oh, he's going to take Cedric Sanders. I'm not having them go that direction, actually. I think they're going to take a quarterback potentially next year. Tyler Booker, interior offensive lineman from Alabama. I think Aaron Rodgers will be on this football team when the season starts. or help me God for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the world after what Aaron Rodgers has put you through in the last 3 months. Like just ridiculous bullshit, really.
God damn.
But I got Tyler Booker going here to Pittsburgh.
Matt, give the people what they want.
Shador Sanders. Sorry, Justin, but Shador.
He ain't there no more. Sorry, Justin.
Justin doesn't
No,
care.
sorry, Justin, because Shador Sanders is taking your place already.
He's not there. Justin
I
left.
know.
Like they could
He's
have
going
had.
to go in and,
They could have
keep
had.
something.
They could have kept Fields. They could have kept
Yeah.
Fields. They tried to short him on the money. Fields.
Exactly. And Shador is going to be the guy that takes it. So, Shador
There's
Sanders.
nothing to be. There's no reason for you to say sorry, Justin. It's not like Justin's there and they were to draft Shador and Shador takes his starting job. There's a vacant quarterback slot in Pittsburgh.
Well, don't insult Mason Rudolph like that.
There's a vacant quarterback slot in Pittsburgh.
Don't insult the one guy that's still there.
No, I was being super sarcastic. TJ, who you got in Pittsburgh going at 21?
I mean, the punter's still there too. So,
Me personally, so Shador is off my board by this point, obviously.
I mean, if he falls that far, I mind him being.
If he falls that far,
He'll be a Steeler,
if he falls that far,
and that's ironic. I mean,
if he
his
falls
dad
that far,
played in Dallas, so
if he falls that far, people in Pittsburgh should build a fucking statue. I'm so serious. Again, the hate this dude gets is just asinine. But
Anyways.
if I'm Pittsburgh, they still need to figure out their offensive line. And running back is Najee Harris ain't there no more, so he's going. So you still got what's his name, Jalen Warren in the backfield.
I think he might be gone too.
Is he going? I don't know.
I mean, I'll get to the bottom of that.
Me personally, if I'm Pittsburgh, I gotta go trenches. I gotta get me an offensive line. I gotta get some resemblance of Pittsburgh of old, where it was. I ain't
Jalen
saying
Warren is still on this team along with Kenneth Gainwell, who they brought in.
okay. I ain't saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, Pittsburgh, but you need. I don't care if it's Rodgers. I don't care if it's Shador. If your O-line is trash, your team gonna be trash.
that's true.
So I don't care who it is. Get an offensive lineman in Pittsburgh.
From there, we got the Los Angeles Chargers on the clock, and I have them taking Donovan Azaraki or Azarico. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but he's a dominant defensive player. So if you give him the Chargers, they need to shore up that defensive side of the ball. So that's what I got them going on with.
Shamar Stewart.
Edge out of Boston College.
Shamar Stewart, edge out of Texas A&M.
Matt James.
Yeah, I agree with David.
Azariki.
Or
Azaraku.
Yeah.
I think it's Azaraku.
He's a tough kid, and that's what they need. He's a Jim Harbaugh type player, so yeah.
From there, we got the Izzy's Green Bay Packers on the clock.
Good
Matthew
Lord.
James. Who do you got them taking?
About Green Bay. Oh,
That part.
I
I got them taking Malachi
they
Starks.
need
He's the best.
help on the
best
defensive line. I mean, they have to chase quarterbacks all day now with, and running back.
I actually think their defensive line is
Shamar
bad. I think
Stewart.
their corners are rough, especially if Zaire Alexander walks out of that door during the draft. If they trade him during this draft, I thought he'd be traded by now, so I don't know what's going on with that situation. So,
I'm gonna go with Shamar Stewart out of Texas A&M.
I'm going with Malachi Stark, safety out of Georgia. TJ.
David, Jair Alexander ain't gone. Like he ain't moved nowhere because they're still willing to put up with the bullshit.
Maybe, but
that's what it is. Like you're only like you tolerate what you can. Like you put up with what you can tolerate. And if we've been saying it for years, right? Like if you ain't moved, if certain players ain't moved by now, where they going?
yeah, I tend to agree with you on that.
So if I'm the Packers, I'm looking at how. What did they lose? Did they lose what, wild card weekend?
Yeah. They got beat by Philadelphia fairly easily.
They got beat by who?
Philadelphia.
Fairly easily.
Yeah. I mean, that's the trenches right there.
I mean, that's tough because it's like Philly bullied everybody, so you can't say, "Oh, build this part up," because no, like Philly bullied everybody.
Yeah, they played Philly football. They'll bully you.
In a perfect world for the Packers, Tech McMillan falls all the way to 23 because he's 6'5". He's literally what they need. Going off of what Josh Jacobs said.
Ooh, you didn't have him picked yet. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Tech McMillan's long gone.
Long gone.
Okay. That'd be a long ways for him. Just like Aaron Rodgers.
No.
The perfect situation.
What's his name? Mike, the kid from Marshall, he's still on the board.
Mike Green.
Mike Green. Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, Mike Green. Mike Green make a lot of sense.
Yeah. To the Minnesota Vikings, staying in the NFC North, at least for just this 1 second. And these are one of two of my trades in my mock draft. I have the Cleveland Browns trading back into the first round, and they take Shedeur Sanders at 24. This trade makes sense because the Browns get Shedeur Sanders. They get the extra year on his contract. The Vikings make sense because they pick up extra draft capital. They only have 4 picks in this draft. They can afford to trade back. Especially if it's only they get the second round pick and maybe a 4th in this draft, double their draft picks. Shedeur Sanders ends up being a Brown. TJ, Vikings,
it will take a lot. It will take a lot.
No, it wouldn't. That would be enough. A second and a 4th would be enough.
No, it would not.
Yes, it would.
I am so glad.
It's only like 8 picks. It wouldn't take that much.
I am so glad you are not an NFL GM. You would be
I was an NFL GM. We'd be having a lot of fun right now. Let me tell you.
You'd be fired by midnight.
No way.
Resume.
The greatest NFL GM ever.
You trade out of 24. To what?
Maybe you get you get their second round pick, which is early in the second round, which is like the second overall, the second pick in the second round, and then let's just say you get a 3rd and a 5th.
That's nowhere near
enough. It would be enough.
No, it wouldn't.
Anyways, Vikings, go.
Oh my! Not doing that dumb shit. Jesus Christ. Nick Emanwari.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, to the Houston Texans. To the Houston Texans, Matt James. Who you got the Texans taking?
Christ. Who's their tight end?
I don't. It's Dalton Schultz, Bobby Schultz's cousin. Dalton Schultz.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Even if he wasn't on the roster, who do you have? Who is the? Did you already have Colston Loveland go somewhere?
Not yet.
Oh,
that's why I asked.
No, I got it. They not gonna have Tank Dell for the foreseeable future. All right.
Yeah, that's right. All my receivers are gone.
No, Tank Dell's probably missing. Ain't no problem. He's missing this. He's missing this season. He's probably gonna miss maybe the first month and a half of next season. Being completely honest, Jalen Noel makes a lot of sense.
I'm also having the Texans take a wide receiver. I'm going to Mecca Obuka, the kid from Ohio State.
Shit!
I'm going Jalen Noel out of Iowa State.
Yeah, I'll go the same. I mean, they need a wide. So don't have to come
to the Los Angeles Rams. And TJ, you ready for my pick for the Los Angeles Rams?
Who?
Jackson Dart. goes to the Rams.
See, I said that last
I
time.
don't know. And I clowned you and I was a hater. But I think it's the writing's on the wall there. Matthew Stafford's not going to play forever. There needs to be a contingency plan. We don't want to run into a Ben Roethlisberger situation. And you get Jackson Dart in the first round.
I mean, like, it's different though because Ben Roethlisberger couldn't throw the ball past 5 yards.
I know, but I got the Rams taking
that mud. Like, yeah.
I got the Rams taking Jackson Dart.
No, like I like the Jackson Dart pick. I just think it happens in the second round. I think they go Jaden Higgins. I don't see what's his name, Devontae Adams playing here more than 1 year. Jaden Higgins is 6'4", 215, also out of Iowa State. You pair him with Puka Nacua,
yeah.
Good luck.
Matt James.
Shit. Give me James Pierce Jr.
Ooh,
okay.
Nice.
For outside linebacker help. I mean, he did damage in Tennessee. Quick guy. So yeah.
From there, we got the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. Matthew James, who do you got the Ravens taking here?
They're calling him hopefully Ed Reed Jr. Maliki Starks. Malachi Starks from Georgia.
I'm going Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle out of Oregon. Feels a need for the Baltimore Ravens as they continue to build through the trenches. Derek Harmon, Oregon. TJ.
I'm going to go James Pierce Jr. to the Ravens. Just seems on brand for them.
100%. To the Lions now, TJ. Who do you got the Lions taking at 28?
A new training staff? No, I'm playing. I think they go Maxwell Hairston, the DB out of Kentucky, because they defense got. I mean, like obviously, like injuries suck, and depth became an issue. I'm not saying Maxwell Hairston would be like a depth pick, but if you get beat to hell like that again, it's kind of nice knowing that hey, you got a first round pick on your defense.
Matt James.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. But, I mean, a lot of injuries for the Detroit Lions last year that hurt them. I'm going to go with Harmon from Oregon here.
To me, I'm taking James Pierce Jr., put him on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. Look for that to be nasty in the future. And I think if James Pierce didn't have like some off the field stuff going on, I can't remember exactly what his red flags are. He probably is the second most talented player in this draft.
Just like drug problems.
But I mean, he's probably the second most talented player in this draft.
Matt, if you went too short, don't say that.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. But
I thought I read something on it, but yeah, I'll look it up again.
If you're not too sure, don't say that.
Yeah, all right.
Moving on from there, we got the Commanders. I'm going to have them taking Nick Imawari, the safety out of South Carolina, who flew up most people's boards due to his insane combine. But the Commanders, I know they could use a safety to shore up that defense. TJ.
Xavier Watts out of Notre Dame.
Nice. Safety?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Matt James?
Are we on Washington?
Yeah,
give me Maxwell Hairston from Kentucky.
Corner. They can for sure use one of those. To the Buffalo Bills, Matt James. Who do you got them taking?
Give me Kenneth Grant to help their defense tackle.
TJ.
I think they need one more weapon. I'm gonna say Trey Harris, wide receiver out of Ole Miss.
I'm going to have them take Maxwell Hairston, the corner out of Kentucky, fills a major need for the Buffalo Bills. To the Kansas City Chiefs, and this is where my second trade comes into my mock draft. And I have another team trading back into the first round. It's the New York Football Giants. And I don't know how Christian would feel about this trade if he were on this show right now, but I have them taking the quarterback, Jalen Milroe, out of Alabama. They trade a second and a third to move up 2 spots or 3 spots, I think, in this particular draft with the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City picks up additional draft capital, and the Giants get potentially their quarterback of the future in Jalen Milroe. TJ.
You are so fired. So fired.
It's like, all right, lose the Super Bowl. We're going after a quarterback.
No, like he's talking about the Giants trade for this pick.
Okay.
Yeah. The Giants trade with the Chiefs, and they get up with Jalen Milroe.
Okay. Yeah,
Josh Simmons is going to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I would be such a good pick for them. Like, I think he only allowed like 4 pressures all of last season. If he didn't have that patellar tendon injury, he dealt with, like, I don't remember when he got hurt, but if he wasn't dealing with that injury, he's the first tackle taken in this draft. Period. Matt James.
I'm looking at this. They lost, their tackle to the Bears. Give me Josh Simmons from Ohio State.
He's actually a guard. He was just better. Like he was just
guard, but
they were just so trash at tackle that they had to flip him.
Yeah, Joe Tooney was their guard. He's not talking about. He's not talking about the kid Ohio State. The kid from Ohio State is a tackle, and is going to be
Tooney is the guard. Yeah,
he's going to be a killer football player.
Give me Josh Simmons.
To the Philadelphia Eagles in the final pick of this mock draft, I'm going to go Kenneth Grant. They lost some people in free agency to the Patriots, I do believe, and so they're going to replace him with Kenneth Grant, another defensive tackle out of Michigan. And the rich get richer when it comes to the Eagles. TJ.
I think they go. What's call it? Secondary. And I think they go Kevin Winston Jr. at Penn State.
They did lose C.J. Gardner and Johnson, so that makes sense.
Yeah, Kevin
Matt James.
Winston.
I have them taking Walter Nolan from Ole Miss.
And that has been our NFL Mock Draft 2.0. Thank you very much for joining us here at Prime Sports World. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast if you like what we're doing here at Prime Sports World. And hopefully you enjoyed the NFL Draft over the weekend. And congratulations to everyone who's going to have their name called, no matter what point it's called during the weekend. It's an accomplishment no matter where your name is called. So God bless you. You've accomplished a lifelong goal. Many can only dream of. So kudos to every single young man who will be drafted this weekend. Sort of testament all of you share with me. Gentlemen, I'm David Huffman, Matt James, and of course my co-host, Mr. TJ Hopkins. Gentlemen, what do we do here at the Prime, my friend?
We bring
eat.
Yes, sirs. And I'm going to have some dinner and then head to bed because I got to work again tomorrow. You guys all have a good night. Stay safe out there. And hopefully you guys enjoy the NFL draft. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, the Huddle Sports Network. We'll see you guys on Monday with the full winners and losers from the draft. So don't miss any of that content. You all have a good weekend and stay safe. Peace out, guys.
Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning into real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.